Hi guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to my first ever playthrough of The Witcher 3. So I have to apologise for missing out last week. Didn't mean to, just woke up very, very late, and it didn't seem worth it to only stream for about an hour or so. So we're here, we're back, we're on Easter Sunday. Hello Big Harry, thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today on Easter Sunday? I'm going to have a whale of a time, I think. I can't actually remember whether we were supposed to be doing main quests or side quests. The next main quest for us to do is indeed basically going to Skellige, but we have a lot of secondary quests, and some of this stuff is actually quite interesting plot-wise as well. We've got plenty of Witcher contracts as well, and treasure hunts. I have been ignoring treasure hunts. I don't know why. I think it's just going somewhere and finding it is not the most interesting thing to watch necessarily, but it could be some interesting gear at least, even though it is quite low level compared to where I am now. So I think what I'm going to do is going to go for this Patrol Gone Missing contract. Everything else Witcher contract wise is a lot higher than what I am now, so I'll leave the rest for the time being. And we've got stuff like Cabaret with Dandelion, Dangerous Game getting Gwent cards for Zoltan. We've got the plot to murder King Radovid and Philippa Eilhart, so we've got lots of stuff to do. Witcher gear treasure hunts are usually more interesting. Okay, well, we'll see. I think we'll go with Witcher contract, then secondary stuff, then we'll do the treasure hunt. But yes, today is probably not going to be a main story day, but it should still be interesting at least. New badges for the subscribers. I think, yeah, you're on a 3-month badge now, so it's a red badge rather than a blue one. So yeah, thank you for subscribing for so long. Okay, so quests. Like I said, we are going to do that Witcher contract first for the patrol that has gone missing. So the abandoned camp. And this is going to be all the way in Velen. So, let's see. Also, I did do a little bit of exploring for undiscovered markers, and it seems like all the stuff around here is like level 33 now. And I'm not sure if that's because a world change has been triggered or something like that. Which one? Yeah, Kimbolt Way, I think is probably the best one to go for. Can use Roach to get along quicker on the roadside. But yeah, I was trying to find all the undiscovered markers, and I keep seeing Fallen Knights with level 33. There's all the arachnophobe, or, well, arachnomorph enemies that are like, don't even have a level, they just come up as question marks. Probably because they're so high. And I have a quest to go and visit the DLC area. I'm just going to ignore you. So the direction we want to head in is back that way, actually. So, well, I'm going to ignore you, Bandit. As you can probably tell, I haven't turned the enemy scaling back on yet. I had to turn that off because of the rats in the... Oh, no, it's the other way. I had to turn it off because of the rats in the Escape from Novigrad sequence with Triss. So, while I'm getting swarmed by bandits on horses, I think I might just, you know, leave it off for the time being. and then we'll see if I need to turn it back on later on. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of bandits in my way. And I don't really want to get stuck fighting them because they're not worth my time. Unless they stop dropping, you know, yellow or orange gear in terms of swords or armor or whatever. Not really worth fighting. Now, if it's for an abandoned site, then that makes sense. But otherwise, it's like, really, you're just wasting my time. Okay, so... Also, I should point out, it's a little bit hard for me to see the screen today because the sun is streaming through the blinds. So, hopefully I don't need to, you know, get up and change that around. But as the sun moves across, it will get progressively harder for me to see. But, you know, it should be fine. It won't affect you guys, obviously, because it doesn't affect any display options there. So, let's search the area using our Witcher senses. Dum-de-dum. Ah.
Nilfgaardian prince again. Came this way escorting a group of barefoot peasants, or was it the other way around?
Prisoners of war, eh? Interesting, alright. Why would they be escorting peasants out into the woods?
What's that stench?
What is that stench? Surely Geralt should be able to recognize certain stenches. Unless it's a whole new mutated creature. So, still going. Ooh, what's this?
Bodies strangely contorted. This one was poisoned.
Poisoned, eh? Okay, okay. And I keep mentioning this, but I am so glad someone mentioned you can turn on the Witcher sensors on in the minimap, because that makes this so much easier when, you know, you just can look in the top right corner. Also, some guys, you'll probably be able to tell, there is a face cam subpoint goal.
Wonderful.
Wyvern. Ooh, interesting. Hello. And you're a boss wyvern. Oh, actually, no, you're not. Okay, maybe I should have put... Oh, even odds. Huh. What was that trophy for? Is that for killing a wyvern that is the same level as me, or what? Alright, well, let's loot it. Ta-da! And we will return to the Nilfgaardian camp. So, let's switch that back on. I've tried to put the face cam subpoint goal in an inobtrusive place as possible. So I have actually made it a little bit smaller compared to last time you've seen it on our Detroit stream. And yeah, I think the top right corner is usually the best place for stuff like that. It's where I've lined up the Twitch chat as well. Oh, we can go this way. Huh. Do some climbing like Skyrim. But yeah, usually all the important information is on the left-hand side. So obviously Geralt's health is on the left. The items I've got equipped. On the bottom right, it shows you what I'm using in terms of swords and items and, you know, actions I can use. And the top right is a mini-map. So it's useful for me, but not necessarily anybody else watching. So... Okay, so we will go back to the Nilfgaardian camp. Is there really not a marker in the camp? Huh. Interesting. I thought that would be. Oh, also, because there's been a world change since Triss has left from Novigrad, I think the world has been populated with new quests on the quest board. So I will be picking those up and reading through them, but whether we do them this stream, I'm not so sure. It depends on how much time it takes to get through all the other stuff. And I must say, there is a whole lot of stuff to do. Oh. Whoa! Okay, I didn't mean to steal. See, I always thought taking stuff from barrels and boxes in, like, bandit camps and so on didn't matter. But clearly the Nilfgaardian army is going to get very huffy about it if you continue to do that. Maybe it's because I got my sword out, who knows. Alrighty, so... Yes, this is this camp here. Hello, Quartermaster! I have found your soldiers.
Greetings, Quartermaster.
Honor and glory, Geralt. How can I help?
Well, I have found your men.
Found your soldiers, meaning their bodies. Female wyvern killed them. They wandered into her hunting ground.
A wyvern? Bleu de peste.
Your men must have provoked her.
I see. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward, as in the notice, for fail.
Okay. So Big Harry mentioned that you could look around a bit and you'll find out some things that would change your dialogue with the Quartermaster. So I know there was at least one woman who was looking for her son, and the Quartermaster was saying, yeah, he was a deserter, and then she didn't really believe it, but yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. Anyway, let's get some more quests, shall we? Looking to buy shaving equipment. Looking to buy high quality barber kit. Price is no obstacle. Sergeant Mefrin Rodri. So I actually haven't changed Geralt's hairstyle at all. I might think about doing that at some point. And notes from your medic. My dear brave soldiers, in recent weeks I have examined a record number of you claiming to be unfit for further service. A large percentage of those I examined were assigned to patrols in areas stricken by plague. I prescribed them all an innovative cure of my own devising that consists of astringent enemas, self-administered twice a day. Most of the ill miraculously recovered after only 1 day of this treatment, raising suspicions that the pains they suffered might have been psychosomatic. That, of course, is highly improbable, given that our codex calls for malingerers to be punished very harshly. Just in case, however, I would like to suggest that you brave lads only come to me with truly serious health problems. Sindel Emlin, Chief Medic, Army Group Center. Yeah, I wonder if soldiers would pretend to be ill to get out of fighting. Kind of a catch-22 situation there, though. Looking for Ginger Muffin. By mistake, a letter was delivered to me that was meant for someone else. I have lost the envelope. The missive starts with the words, "My sweetest tender Ginger Muffin," and is signed by your ever-loving little Goosey. Ginger Muffin, please report to Sergeant Gwenflowy. Okay. Patriotic Song Night. Soldier, at the end of your watch, come to our tent, 3rd Company, 2nd Battalion, for a night of revelry and patriotic song. Among others, we shall belt out God Save the Emperor. We, the 2nd Battalion, when Army Group Center comes marching in, the Blackfoot Infantry, and many other old favourites. If you know not how to sing, come and listen. Together, all for one, one for all, onwards and upwards to a victory. Oh, very patriotic. Announcement concerning slaves. Soldiers, let me remind you that the camp slaves are only to carry out orders given to them by oppers. What, they've got slaves now? In the army? Their task is to help the cooks, engineers, and craftsmen. They will thus not be cleaning your tents, washing your linens, or scrubbing your chainmail. Any soldier caught misusing a slave to do his own duties will spend next month cleaning the latrines. Quartermaster Egbert. So this is probably the thing that you're referring to, Big Harry. They have slaves, and Geralt probably was not aware of that. Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia to bridge his crest. Geralt of Rivia. At the behest of our merciful sovereign, her illustrious Grace Anna Henrietta, we have journeyed to the northern realms to lay before you our mission. A terrible monster has appeared in the Duchy of Toussaint, a beast that has committed heinous crimes against her Grace's subjects. Only the most famous among witches has the ability to destroy the beast. Thus we humbly beseech you to appear in the village of Holloway, where we shall await you in full hope that you will deign to hear of woes and liberate our land from the clutches of fear. Your humble servants, Sirs Palmerin de Lonfal and Milton de Peyrac-Peyran, knights in the service of her Grace and the Duchy. New quest, eh? Envoys and wine boys. No, I don't think we'll be doing that, but let's have a quick check with Quartermaster, hey?
Still wondering about the camp? Careful, they could name you a spy.
And we could name you a slave driver. Oh, he doesn't even mention it. Alright, well, see you around.
So long.
I don't think I've got anything else to do with you. I wonder why his character entry updated. Yeah, camp slaves. That's an odd one. I wouldn't have thought the Nilfgaardian Empire would even use those, but I suppose that's just a reality of war in this universe. Okay, so let's see. Faro, that's for... Is that? No, that's not for Roche, that's for Lambert. So we'll do that later. Black Pearl, yeah, again, that's further away. So I think the next one we want to do is Redania's Most Wanted for Philippa Eilhart. They say chess is the game of kings, and Radovid proved this point twice over with his meeting with Geralt. First by playing the royal game at the Oxenfurt Chess Club while they met, and then by treating Geralt like a pawn he could send out to do his bidding. His requested move, witches take sorcerers. His spies had reported finding signs of Philippa Eilhart's presence in the elven ruins outside Novigrad. Geralt was to go there and retrieve her. Normally Geralt resisted attempts to command him around the board, but he owed Radovid a favour and had his own reasons for wanting to find Philippa. Slaves are probably war prisoners. Yeah, that makes more sense. Like, when you are... Naturally, you are invading other lands. You don't necessarily want to kill the entire populace because you can get free labor out of it. So it's a more, I guess, efficient use of the resources available to you if you have slaves to do, well, all the grunt work that you don't need your soldiers to do, because in theory they should be resting to be able to fight. You know, they need to be on top of their game. But we all know that because, you know, humans are humans, soldiers aren't always the best at all times. But I will also say that when it comes to stories like in Detroit, where there are human soldiers with guns there, they do not behave as actual soldiers who are trained would. So even though humans are fallible, I would say that there are limits you can push with that. Alright, so Philippa is all the way over here. So luckily I have a marker right for it. So we'll just go and see what the witch hunters have got. So obviously I'm not going to be siding with Radovid because he seems like a very, very unpleasant character. He's almost like and similarities to Joffrey of Game of Thrones because he's mad. We'll see what the witch hunters have got for us. So who's the big leader? You? Huh.
Having trouble?
Nothing fucking but. One ploughing trouble after the other.
What's it to you? Who are you?
I'm a trouble solver. They don't need to know.
A means to solve your troubles. Radovid sent me.
No, it's you. Been waiting for you.
What have you learned so far?
Word was you hadn't been able to get inside.
Till yesterday, when we found this. Doesn't look like much, but it's got power of some sort. Opens the entrance.
So why haven't you opened it yet? I'll take that.
Great. I'll take that now if you don't mind.
Here, choke on it, you twit.
Yeah, alright. As if you're going to do anything with it. The key to Philippa Eilhart's hideout. So how do you know Philippa's down there?
Think Philippa's still inside?
That we don't know. Only certain thing is she was there at some point.
Certain? How's that?
We've been after her since Loch Muin. Poking out her eyes weren't enough. Radovid should have gutted her there and then. As it is, she turned into an owl and fled. Flew across Kedwin and Redania. Then tucked herself away here.
This is all very specific information. How do you know that? Radovid is a better king than Joffrey, but not less cruel and even more ruthless. Well, that makes me feel good about the plan that Dijkstra has in terms of assassinating him.
What can I expect to find inside?
Everything. Anything. It's an old elven temple, the witch Eilhart turned into a hideout. Look at him. Fell into some magic trap, then monsters attacked him. Barely got out alive.
Any of your men still down there?
Dozen or so went in. They's all that came out. Rest are probably dead.
Well, if they're dead, that makes my job a little bit easier. But, alright. Goodbye.
Time I saw if Philippa's still in there.
Now, in theory, if Philippa's a sorceress, she
Don't
should...
count on anyone going in to retrieve your corpse.
Good, I don't want you to follow me. She should, in theory, be able to create a portal like Triss and Yennefer do. So, you know. Not entirely sure why she would be stuck in a place like this. Yeah, it's a portal, so...
Gotta be some mechanism that opens this door.
Okay, so let's see. So it's not the Lamp of Illusion. Right? Yeah, because that's bombs. Do I even have that lamp anymore? I should do, right? Do 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 do. Just quick look. No? Alright, well. let's have a look at that key then. And see if it's something I need to actually put on my quick bar. Dum-de-dum. Okay, so... No, it's just a key. And the magic lamp. So let's put the magic lamp next to the torches. I don't think there's anything else so far. Like, it's not an illusion as such, is it? It's just a mechanism to open the door. So let's try. Magic lamp? No, not that. Okay. Interesting. So, does it have a description for the key? Where's it gone? Huh, it's not actually there anymore. Move to the bottom. There it is, okay. Is there a description? No, it's just a key. Alright. Just touch something on the wall next to the door. Let's see. Well, let's put the torch back on. There we go. So, there we go. Oh, thank you for that, Big Harry. That was much appreciated. So, let's go further in.
Perfect
Multiple
hideout.
doors.
For an owl, be a bit harder for me to move around.
So, let's see. We go through here. That looks like an abyss. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk getting stuck somewhere that I shouldn't be. So there was a dude here. No, nothing on your body? Nope, nothing on your body. So,
Portals. Great.
still open.
And the witch hunters probably messed with them. Work.
Okay, so where are we?
8 portals. Make my stomach turn.
Yeah, the game makes a good point of saying that Geralt does not like using portals.
As much. They look like this.
Bleh. Bleh. I must say, being able to knock through all of the crappy low-level enemies like Neckers and Drowners and whatnot does make these kinds of things a lot less tedious. But then, actually having them the same level as you could actually, you know, engage you a little bit more. Hello. So, can I ignite you? No?
A power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive
Feel
it.
dead. Okay. Well, let's go for Igni. Nope, doesn't seem like Igni's doing the job. Let's go for Ard.
Should work now.
There we go. Ha! Woo! Yeah, Geralt doesn't like using portals, but he'll use as many portals as it takes to get to where he needs to be.
Stay back. Not one step closer.
Yeah, alright, mate.
Sheathe that before you hurt yourself.
Wait. You that Witcher the king was supposed to send?
Guessed
How do you
it.
know?
You should know by now how dangerous this place is. I'll wait up above with the others.
Not a chance. Those cowards ran at the first whiff of monsters. I made a stiffer stuff.
And then you'll die of stiffer stuff.
Something big's set to happen here. I just know it. I learn what it is. Radovid will appreciate it. King will promote me. Maybe even give me a medal.
You're gonna die. What do you think's set to happen here?
What's the big event that's supposed to happen?
Don't know the details, but I came across Philippa Eilhart's notes. Mentioned Ida Emian, Margarita Lo Antille, Francesca Finderbear, and Fringilla Vigo. As I see it, they aim to meet here.
So all of the most notable mages, it sounds like. We have got Lita Phoenix here that says, ugh, Redanians. Hello! Hello, Lita. Thanks for joining the stream. Yes, I'm on the trail of Philippa, but the Redanians so far think I'm helping them out. But little do they know that I'm going to help out Siggy Reuven with his plot against Radovid later on. Is Philippa still here?
Think Philippa's still here?
Can't rightly know. Sure, we searched a few caverns, but hidden nooks abound. If someone wanted to hide in here, they could easily. Even if they weren't an owl.
Okay, well, I guess you're a loser on your own, so I'll guide you out of here.
Alright, let's get you out of here.
Told you already, no chance. Besides, the teleport's power cell. I broke it off. We've to wait till they come for us.
Are you serious?
Nobody's
They will
gonna
not
come
come
for
for
us.
you.
Give me the crystal, I'll get us out of here.
That was maybe one of the most stupid ideas I've ever
If
heard.
you can't.
Let's just use Axie and get us out of this situation a little bit easier, shall we?
Be a good little hunter and give me the crystal.
I am a good little hunter. There you go.
I'm a good boy. Okay. Right. So, let's see what's going on. Yep, should be here.
Right, now to activate it.
Yep, odd still on. Activated. There we are. So do I have to actually wait for him to come through, or is he just going to do this by himself? No, I'm just going to go myself. Da -da -da. Oh no, Neckers! The most terrifying of enemies. Also, that dude is going to come through after I've murdered everything, so he's got nothing to worry about. Ta-da! Last little death throw there. Alright, well, let's get some water on to get that healing. That gourmet ability is so good.
Missing its power cell. Maybe the Neckers took a liking to it.
Ah, so the Necker's over here. Nope, nothing there. Loot. Ah.
A remix. Its edge frayed. This is an owl feather.
Okay. Interesting. Ooh, there's a place to drop down there. This is one of my favorite games ever, says Lita. Sounds like you're enjoying it. Yes, I detest the Redanians just a little bit less than the Eternal Fire pricks. Yeah, not been great, either of them. The Eternal Fire dudes have been pretty bad, because we've seen them actually burning people alive. The Redanians... So I've never played Witcher 2 in 1, so I'm having to sort of rely on how people have been treated by the Empire and the Redanians and everything else. So it seems like Vernon Roche is on the side of, you know, the good people, the peasants. And Geralt is kind of neutral in everything. So it's just whatever he feels like. Which is good for me playing, because that means I'm free to make my own decisions no matter what. Yeah. Power cell! Okay. Well, let's mosey on up, shall we? Come on. There we go. Alright, yeah, there we go. I should probably use, like, cat more often than I do, but from what I can tell, I've got loads of torches and I haven't run out yet, so I'm just going to carry on using those for the time being. I know I can regenerate cat whenever I want, but so many torches. Aha! And yeah, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I don't think you were around, Lita. I think the aspect of witch hunting, you know, with all the different sorceresses, is quite interesting. Like, I don't know who Philippa Eilhart is, but I'm already invested in finding out what happened to her, considering that she was blinded by the king, Ifrit. That's the name of the Final Fantasy summon.
Yeah, gotta have
Fire Elemental!
Of course.
Alright. Oh, he burns the floor. Okay, okay. Ooh. Alright, back it up, back it up. Push back a bit. Few good hits. Ooh, okay. Yeah, alright. Keep the distance a little bit. Not having torch on makes this fight barely viewable. So is he just a... It looks like he's just a fiery version of an earth elemental, but... That's interesting enough. Roach is on the side of Temeria, Dykstra is on the side of Redania. I thought he said he, like, renounced his Redanian ways. Hence why he's got the plot to kill the king. Because it doesn't make sense for him to try and kill King Radovid if Siggy's still on his side. So, let's see. So, is it above that I'm looking at? Maybe it's above. So, just keep... Ooh. What's over here? Amateur's repair kit. That's useful enough. Lots of burnt people. Ah, that's why they're all burnt, because it's a fire elemental, of course. Didn't play the first two either. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's just an ignite thing. But I had some friends that had a background in the lore. Philippa's interesting. The sorcerers are a little eccentric. Yeah. I can see that being the case. Alright, where are we going? This is a huge area. What's here? Nothing in particular. Nothing there either. There's a real reason for people to hate some witches. Siggy's on the side of Redania and thinks that Radovid is destroying Redania. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Like, he's doing it for the country, not for the king. Well, I guess we'll go this way for a little bit. Maybe the thing will change.
Bed,
yeah,
table,
there we go.
A few chairs. Modest, but a home nonetheless.
Lots of alchemical equipment, it would seem like. What do we have here?
Notes. Charred. Almost completely. Can't read a thing.
Dykstra is pretty much on his own side, whatever benefits him most. Yeah, makes sense. He does seem like he's looking out for himself first and foremost.
A megascope. Scorched, covered in soot. Maybe one of the crystals survived.
Where else would the crystals be? Nope, can't jump while using witch senses.
Agates. Kind Philippa always wore around her neck. Except, why are these covered in blood? She either fought someone, or used them in her experiments. Blood-stained surgical instruments. Philippa operated on someone here.
So, Siggy Reuven ruled Redania with the help of Radovid's father. Oh yeah, he's basically like Hand of the King. Yeah. That makes sense. Come on. There we go. And there was something on the floor
Crystal
here.
from a megascope. Heavily chipped.
Okay. Tell Radovid what you've learned about Philippa. Really? Oh, I thought we were actually going to find her. Alright, well. We'll head back up. Maybe that dude that was waiting for us is still there. That's such a monumentally stupid thing to do. Take the crystal away from the portal so that you can't leave until someone else comes back to try and get you. Like, I don't even know what that... He was thinking for the promotion, obviously, but still, it's just like stupidity. So after Siggy and Radovid's dad... Well, I guess Radovid's dad must have died. Yes, before he was killed. Radovid started ruling, and he hates witches because of Philippa. And I assume Philippa must have caused something... Well, maybe Philippa actually caused Radovid's father to die. Somehow. Again, this is all background plot that I could get from the character entries, but with you guys watching and, you know, telling us the most important parts, it's like, yeah, I kind of get a feel for the story, even without having to go through all the lore. Hey, witch hunters.
Alive.
Yeah, I'm a witcher. What'd you expect?
Find anything?
I found... Hang on. Not a thing. Megascope crystal, none of your business. Well, there was the dude, so... I can't say I didn't find anything, but I will say it's none of your business.
Not your concern.
Wrong there, friend. I serve the king. Everything that concerns him's my concern as well. Hand it over, whatever you found. We'll see the king gets it.
No, you bloody well won't.
forgetting yourself. Save your orders for your men.
As you wish. Grab him!
Well, I am fine with this. Radovid is a bloodthirsty murderer as well, so the fact that I am turning out to murder all these guys makes no difference to me. Like, I saved one of your, like, comrades, if not a friend. God, Fire Stream is so cool. Okay. We all happy? We all happy? Good. Ooh, magic items. Dimaterium shackles. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen shackles as an item before. Any more? Maces. Okay. I bet you there'll be one guy waiting outside for me. And says, where are all my friends? Dunno. Got sucked in by the portal. Couldn't do anything about it, sorry. Huh. Well then. Okay, so Philippa was something like a teacher for Radovid. But she was a bit of a bitch, so he hates her for it. I don't know about you, I mean, my teachers weren't that bad. Nilfgaard killed Radovid's father Vizimir. That's how 2 North times Nilfgaard war started. Right. Okay, okay. So obviously the Nilfgaard Empire is advancing ever further, and the Redanians are trying to fight them off. That was about a year before the first Witcher game. Okay. Cool. Alright, so Radovid is in Oxenfurt. So let's go to the harbour. Down to the harbour. Dum, 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 dum. Lisa says, I actually had a D&D DM that turned those shackles into an item into our game. I won't spoil what they may do, but it's may be explained later. Well, shackles implies that it's like handcuffs, right? So it's going to be used to lock someone up. And I don't know what Dimaterium is. I assume it's like a fantasy material. So that could imply it limits magic power. So you stick it onto a mage and they lose their ability to cast spells. Or something along those lines. Alright, talk to you, my friend.
This is the ship of His Majesty Radovid V, King of Redania. State your business.
I've got info for him.
I want to see the king. It's about Philippa Eilhart.
If that's the case, come with me. But no sudden moves. Got my eye on you.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, you'll get yours later on.
Witcher, any progress? Have you found Eilhart?
Nope. Ooh. No, I think she's dead. Huh. So, this is an interesting choice. You can either tell him that Philippa's around and needs to be hunted down, tell him that you're trying to protect Philippa, or didn't find him, but I think this is the middle option, and I do want to be on Philippa's side, but I haven't actually met her yet, so I'll say I found this crystal.
No, I wasn't in her hideout, but I found this crystal there.
If I'd wanted a shiny bauble, I would have gone to a jeweler. You were to bring me Eilhart.
Yeah,
This
she
is a
wasn't there.
megascope crystal. The mages you keep in prison should be able to extract something from it.
Yes. Oh, at last. They might prove useful. Not exactly what I expected, but... Very well. You've earned your pay. Now forgive me. Have affairs to which I must attend.
So you could give the crystal to Yen later, but what would Yen use it for? I feel that might have been a bad trade, trading a crystal for some money. Well, who knows? Maybe there'll be something later on to say, by the way, that megascope crystal I gave you, I kind of want that back. Alright, so the next thing is... So that's the Zoltan Gwent cards. This is the one I want to go for. Here we are. So, meet Dijkstra at the Passiflora. And I know I keep calling him Dijkstra because that's just the pronunciation I've gotten used to. I know they call him Dijkstra in the game, but... No, it's just one of those things. It's a hard habit to break. So you can use the Megascope Crystal to help Philippa later with Yen. Well, I've given it over now. We'll see if we get it back. Alright, so we're going to go over to the Passiflora. So I did actually accidentally go here because I was trying to do the Gwent quest where you talk to Siggy about his unique card that you can get from him, but it accidentally triggered this, you know, the plot to kill the king quest line. So I was like, I should probably save this one actually. So that's why we are doing this one now, so that I can get the Gwent card later as soon as possible. Also, the Passiflora is a very lovely place. Okay, so yeah, we've already had the reunion with the owner of the Passiflora. I forget what her name is, but basically she says, "Oh, I'm so sad I'm not actually working anymore because you're here, Geralt." But yeah, so upstairs. Is it right turn? Yep. Right turn. Siggy? How's it going, Siggy?
Geralt, you're here. Good.
Might have chosen a more secluded spot to plot an assassination.
Yeah, and a popular brothel is not the best
Many
idea.
like to do it so there's nothing to fear. Besides, this venue's got a tradition in this domain. Might even consider it fabled. Folka planned her revolt here. By extension, King Vrydank's murder too.
So why does this place still
Compare yourself
exist?
to Folka? Far as I can recall, no one in Redania's annals has a bloodier reputation.
Her rebellion changed the course of history. That's what we have in common. In terms of blood, we aim only to shed Radovid's.
If you have a place where people plan plots for rebellions, how is that place still standing? I don't understand. How long have you been playing this one in total? How many hours in are you? I don't actually know. I think I am about 35 hours in, maybe 40, I'm not sure. I'll have a check later on for you, see if I can find out. So, Radovid's gotta die. This is for Triss and Yen's good. And I am siding with Yen.
That Triss and Yen would never be safe as long as Radovid was alive.
You better believe it. Well, I'm pleased we've arrived at an understanding. To the matter at hand, I believe you know my associate.
And who would that be?
You here?
Hey, teleporting
Retired
Roche.
intelligence operatives. We have a club.
I like
Defended
Roche.
the king
He's cool.
once. Ready to assassinate another now?
Not proud of it, yet. I considered all the options and found none better. Radovid's proven many times he only ever forwards his own interests. When Kedwin asked for help, he invaded. When I begged him to support Vizima's defense, he showed me the door. The war nears its end. We've come to a decisive phase. We must act quickly. I've no illusions. Only a dead Radovid means a free Temeria.
So, Siggy and Vernon Roche teaming up together, it sounds like. What do you mean it's free Temeria? Also, I will have a look in the inventory for the time later.
Seems to me Radovid is Temeria's ally.
Only as long as my guerrillas do what pleases him, support his troops. Once he wins the war, he won't acknowledge the previous borders, nor wish to restore them. He dreams of a northern empire. As long as he lives, Temeria will never be free.
But we didn't bring you here to bore you with politics. Radovid's a threat to Triss and Yennefer. Remember that. That ought to interest you most.
I literally just said that earlier. I've been playing it for a good amount. Roche has honor, which a lot of people in this game don't have. Yeah, he does actually. He seems like a cool dude. Especially with the elven archer that he was trying to impress upon the fact that if you don't wear armor, you will get stabbed and or shot with an arrow.
Alright. What do you want from me?
One of our co-conspirators ventured out to meet an informer. He's not returned, yet the plan's success hinges on what he's learned. We've got to find him. And you're the best tracker around.
Oh, thank you for the compliment.
Really? Anything else you can tell me? Where this associate was last seen, for instance?
He's travelling as a journeyman, itinerant cobbler, that's his cover. He was first to venture across the Pontar, most probably did so via the Redanian checkpoint, with a man there who should know more, calls himself Gregor.
Alright. So you've got informers in the Redanian army.
Let a Redanian soldier in on your plan to murder Redania's king?
You see, there are even some Redanians who cannot abide Radovid's policies. And when simple soldiers notice something's not quite right, well, then it's time to act.
That is a good point. Usually soldiers would just follow it and not worry about it, but if they're saying, holy shit, Joffrey's evil, maybe we should sort this out. I will find your associate.
Fine. I'll talk to Gregor.
Thank you. And try not to draw too much attention, if you can.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The future hinges on the success of this mission. The future of Temeria. The future of the North.
I know. I'll try not to fuck it up. See ya.
We're counting on you, Geralt.
No expectations then.
Anyone see you?
Vernon Roche,
Torn apart from
King
Adam's
of the
serenity
North.
and your lackey.
Alrighty, so
I mean,
we will go and talk to the Redanian liaison.
nervous, just cautious.
As long as Geralt can get down the stairs quickly.
I know, and I am.
Excuse me, excuse me, ladies. Sorry. Yes, I know. Dum dum. Alrighty, so you saw me struggling with the fountain, and you still called me handsome. I know you're getting paid for those compliments. Okay, so da-da-da-da. So I'll do the quick travel here, and then I'll have a look in the inventory for how long I've been playing for. But yeah, I'm level 19. Apparently you can finish the game at level 40, so in theory I am halfway through. But it is very difficult to tell how far of the game is actually left to do. Like, I think Triss escaping from Novigrad is in fact a, a decent cap to Act 1, I guess. Skellige is going to be Act 2, and then we've got the climax after Skellige in Act 3. Inventory. So, where would it be? Play stats. 51 hours. Wow, that's longer than I thought it was. Huh. Interesting. It's cool that you get to see all this, like, damage per second stuff. Vitality is at 5,000. I remember when 500 seemed like a lot. Stamina's at 100. I don't suppose that can change. You get to have a nice, good look at your armor. Alright. Cool. So, let's go and find that liaison. Ooh. You're in about 40% of the main game, maybe less. Yeah, so it feels like Act 1 has finished, and I'm in Act 2 when I get to Skellige. Geralt is kind of distinctive. It's kind of hard for him to be super subtle, only tactful.
Looking for Gregor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia. Dijkstra sent me.
Been expecting someone. Let's take a walk.
A walk under the moonlight, how romantic. Yeah, 51 hours. I've been playing this for a lot longer than I thought I had.
Nice job decorating your guard post.
By orders of our gracious and merciful ruler, the good king.
What was their crime?
One on the right's a peller from a village nearby. Gave some bloke the wrong advice. Bloke's mates informed on him. Neighbour
So that
held a
involves
grudge
being
against the
hanged.
one on the
Okay.
left. Accused him of witchcraft.
Just
Okay, the
each
witchcraft
other's
one I can
throats.
see being
That's
a bit
not
more
Radovid's fault.
done.
Who do you think set down the laws that mean folk hanged for such offences?
Radovid, duh. You serve a king you despise.
Seem to have lost all respect for the king. Why serve him?
What am I to do? I was born a Redanian. I won't desert. Besides, I enlisted when Vizimir was still on the throne. Now that was a good king, wise and just. Radovid's something else. He's got war on the brain. And I don't want Redania to look anything like that.
Alright, that's a, good point. Well made. It is easy to lose time in this game. In fairness, I have been adventuring around off-stream as well, just getting the undiscovered locations, but the majority of this game I have played on-stream, so yeah, like I said, maybe 40 hours on-stream. Down to business.
Let's talk. Must know why I'm here.
Take it it's about our cobbler friend. Yeah, he came through here on his way out. Didn't come back though. Patrol went out yesterday. Reported an abandoned cart a ways off the road. Aimed to go out there, see if it's his. Couldn't get away.
Thanks. Good enough to start with. Farewell.
There's not much of a lead, but...
You got a pass? Won't get back through without one.
Yeah, I got a pass.
Yeah, I got one.
Alright, good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know why that was a worry, because I had come through here multiple times. That reminds me, actually, though. I had to get a pass to get back into Novigrad from RiggyRob. I was like, whoa, what's going on? I didn't realize there was going to actually be a situation where I could be prevented from getting in. But no, it seems like since, what is it? Horson Jr. has met his demise, there has been some changes around in Novigrad itself. I think it might be because Radovid's around. Oh my god, so slow. Maybe going through the water was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, I was totally not expecting that to happen. It's like, huh? And I didn't want to put that as a thing on stream because it was like, well, this was me going around finding Gwent cards. So if I have to show every single time I'm prevented from doing a normal, going into the city kind of thing, that's going to take even longer to get through this game. But yeah, it seems to be fairly inconsequential. Just RiggyRob did me a favor. And that's how I've been doing it for most of the Gwent stuff. Like, I think I've done all of the innkeeps so far. I know I need to get Zoltan's cards, but that's part of a different quest line, I think. But yeah, Gwent is okay every now and then, but a lot of it I've found is trial and error. In terms of, if you get a good hand drawn, then you get a good chance of winning. But if you don't, then it's just beat your head against how to win against a certain person. So, Shoemaker's wagon. Is this it? No? Can I loot you? Why were you highlighted in yellow if I can't loot you? Okay. So there's a prison cage. Is this it? No, just
doesn't look damaged. Strange. Need to look around. Might find something.
Might find something more. Okay. A wolf. Oh. Stab, stab. Thank you. Really? Another wolf? A wog. Get lost. Jesus. Okay, so.
Wonder where its wearer is.
Ooh, shoes. Harry says it wasn't because of Horson, it was because of the sorceresses leaving. Right, so Triss actually getting out. Okay. Fair enough. So, keep going this way. Dum dum dum. Ba-da-ba-dum bum bum. Did you meet your end at Wolves? Oh? Hello?
Greetings.
Hello there.
Away go, would you go? You did pick me.
Did you kill this man?
That. Just wondering how those shoes has wound up here.
Yes, you did grow. Like the mushroom.
Shoes aren't mushrooms, tell the truth. Rock trolls in this are kind of endearing.
Shoes don't sprout from the ground. You see who left them behind here?
Speak no rogue. Oh, anger gets Og and Pog.
Og and Pog. Those your friends?
Finderinger's great Og Pog. Human kinda on big suited card. Suited big like so.
What did they do to this human?
Old Pogman's cover to take. They're over.
Took him to a cave.
Nah, no. Body man's, stringy man's, blah. Orgy make man's suited make. Frog, pog and rog suited make.
Og, Pog, and Rog, eh? Every quest of trolls is a good quest. I agree, I agree. So what do you actually use the shoes for then?
You even need shoes?
Suited on humans is it. Suited once Og, Pog and Rog. Big lords trollers be. Like humans is.
Oh, they're actually trying to be legitimate.
So long.
Be treated the same way as humans are. So if they wear shoes, maybe they'll be treated the same way. Ah, that's kind of nice when you think about it. Ooh. Huh, wonder why that was there. Alright. Torches out. Let's go into the cave. Let's hope. Wait, was he Rog or was he Og and... Now I'm looking for Pog and Rog. And a chest that can't be opened. Interesting. Oh, there's blood.
Humans is all kind.
Hello. He was Rog. Okay, so Og and Pog are here.
Taller? Should have known. Who better to teach trolls how to cuss?
Geralt, why, Mark? Been bloody years.
This whole
Relax, Og. This bugger's an old friend of mine.
bugger friend all go. A whiz in soup throw.
I'd make for an awfully veiny morsel.
Right, true that. Just look at the ploughing bastard. Naught but skin and bones.
Scrawny little Geralt is. So this sounds like a dude that is in Witcher 1 and 2.
You, practice what I taught you. Give you a fucking exam next time I come through.
Tell her no go. Tell her sit. Sit ass down. Tell her suck cock shoesies me.
Sock cook. I need this man. He's coming with me.
I can see you've made friends, but Taller needs to come with me.
Blood nowhere Tyler go. Tyler shoesies makes.
But I need him.
Tyler's here stay. You shoesies got. Og shoesies got not. Rug got not. Pug got not. Tyler shoesies make. Tyler go.
So, give them shoes? I need him for a minute, no more, he'll be back.
Now let's all stay calm. Taller will be back. He just needs to come with me. We'll, get some leather for your shoes.
Listen to Geralt. He's telling the ploughing truth.
You need leather for shoes.
Look at your feet. They're fucking mammoth. Need a damn bale of leather to make shoes for them. Understand? Me and Geralt will get some cocksucking leather. Then I'll come back and make your blasted shoes for you.
Shoesies pog for? And rug for?
2 pairs for each of you gnarled pricks.
Tyler go. But back come must.
Knew you buggers were good mates. Sit tight. Be back in a bit.
See, Tala has no reason to ever go back to them. But the rock trolls are actually kind of nice. So, yeah.
Butchers are sterile.
That changed a bit. Still tart as rotting rhubarb.
Oh, rock trolls are quite nice. Alright, so Tala, you need to follow me. Oh, this is an escort mission now. Okay. God, he's quite slow. Usually they speed up to the speed that you are walking. Tala's not much for running. Okay. So am I correct in thinking Tala is indeed a character from Witcher 1 and 2? Because, again, I've not heard any references to him before now. So, yeah. He could be a good mate of Geralt for all I know. Better to lie to the rock trolls than have to hurt them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to fight them. Plus, then Rog would be left without his brothers. He's from the first Witcher. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. You know what? I actually went back onto the Witcher wiki and I looked at the portrait for Triss from The Witcher 1. She looks awful in The Witcher 1. Now, I know it's because it's like an early PC game / early Xbox 360 game, but whew, there was a huge upgrade to all the looks of the characters in The Witcher 3, I must say. So, just follow the road. Looks like all those wolves are dead. That's why there's all the X's on the minimap. Yeah, I guess we're just spending our time with a lovely stroll. Because here's the wagon.
Thanks again, Geralt. I'll take it from here. And I'll be sure to tell Roach and Dijkstra how you buggered Og and his mates sideways. As I see it, they'll be so impressed they'll shit themselves.
No, they won't. Siggy has a rock troll. Why would he even care? So, the cobbler thing, how'd that come about?
Tell me, you were a fence in Vizima. How'd you become a cobbler?
Pick the least suspicious profession. The fence thing, shite cover. Pissed too many folk off. I didn't need the attention. It's all about being an innkeep. You meet a lot of folk, you know, tossers mostly, but willing to talk about all sorts of things. Problem is, you're tied down like a mutt on a chain. One and the same yard all the time.
Whereas a cobbler travels everywhere.
Better believe it. Even cobbled together this fancy rolling stall.
Lovely.
Bloody bullseye. I've made a small fortune out of it since the war started. Those pricks in uniform are always marching. Know what happens when their cocksucking boots disintegrate? Their feet bleed, blister up. Not a soldier out there wouldn't sell his mother for a comfy pair of combat boots.
Yeah, you don't want trench foot. So, The Witcher 1 isn't a really nice looking game, but it is still a good game. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, this kind of looks a bit bad, a bit janky. And when you're playing on HD TV, it's like, ooh, can't really get over it. So what are you going to do now, Tala?
So what'll you do now?
What do you mean? Head back to Novigrad. Dijkstra, Roach and I have got a master plan to set in motion.
I'll ask again. Details.
Forgive me, mate, I plough in calm. See, were it just up to me, I'd spill it loud and proud. You're trustworthy like no one else I know. But I'm not on my own. So, bloomin' unilateral decisions are out of the question. Trap stays shut, I'm afraid.
Right.
Sworn to secrecy, I see. You can play Gwent with him, I think. You just need to talk to him again. Okay.
So long, Taller. And good luck.
Oh,
let's
I can
see.
bloody use it. Radovid's one crafty ore with a clap. But we'll figure a way around that twat. Soon the whole bloody North will be blathering about how he got fucked.
Careful it's not also blathering about 3 assassins, drawn and quartered.
Fear not, Geralt. We know what we're doing. Farewell.
Okay, talk to you again. How are things, I guess?
Life treating you all right?
Bit like a potato beetle. I keep quiet, stay out of trouble, and live on fucking potatoes.
It's been a while since we saw each other.
It's been a while. Fill me in.
Nilfgaard fucking dismantled the Temerian Secret Service in one night. I barely escaped with my life. Proceeded to drown my sorrows till my liver screamed bloody murder.
What do you do now?
Grassroots work. I hang about the area, watching, listening, asking questions, and recruiting new agents.
And that's where the cobbler thing comes in. Okay. You might be able to get a card from him later on.
Most of the fucking time, thanks.
But for now, it seems like he needs to go back to Siggy and Vernon. So, all right. Well, in that case, that quest has been completed, right? Yeah, it has. So it's gone to Skellige now. Okay. I already like Tala. I like him a lot. Alright, so what do we have next? So that's the Zoltan card. Let's go and do some cabaret with Dandelion. Now, where's the nearest crossroads? It is the Hangman's Tree? Or Border Post? Ah, we'll go Border Post. Come on, Roche. Okay. Up we get. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna just sprint our way over to the border post. Yeah, he does seem like he's a minor side character in the grand scheme of things, but he does seem like someone you would potentially be able to get a rare Gwent card from. Alright, excuse me, and huh. So, we want to talk to Dandelion. Dandelion is over here. So we should be going back to Rosemary in time, I think it's called. Lita says, oof, time to hop into bed with me. 3 AM here and I've got a long shift tomorrow. Have fun and good to hang out for a bit. Thanks for joining the stream, Lita. I assume it must be like, I don't know, Australia or New Zealand where you are, if it's that late. But no, I appreciate you hanging out. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. See you again soon. Okay. Also, I just realized, no, it's not going to be Australia. Australia would be early evening. It would be Pacific time. That is 3 AM. Noon here. Yeah. Okay, Dandelion, what's up?
What was that about?
Washington State, Pacific time zone. Yeah. Cool. Sorry about that, Lisa. Thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon.
Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what
No,
I
Lita.
plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Depends on how much coin you need. Why a cabaret in particular?
Where do you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
No, tell us.
How could you forget? And this place
I don't
will be
remember.
even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
Okay. Can't I just let... Yeah, why can't I just lend you the coin?
How much do you need? Maybe I can lend you the coin.
Thank you, Geralt, but I refuse to take a single crown from you. You know what they say. Fastest way to lose a friend's to loan him some coin.
Well,
But a
assuming you
favor,
pay me back,
That's different.
it would be fine, wouldn't it?
What kind of favor?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
We can steal it. Sophronia, well, it doesn't ring a bell, but apparently it does to Geralt.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
Oh, the zoom in there.
You know, I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know, no matter what you might think.
Alright, so where do I come in then?
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting.
I wonder why.
But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
Oh yeah, be
What's
the
this help
intimidating
entail?
Witcher.
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena. One of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside
Why don't we just use a
Sophronia's
real
house.
sword? Wouldn't that be much more intimidating? What are you doing in all this, Dandelion?
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What'll you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Fine. What's
Fine,
going on?
but
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Alright, well,
I'd give you a discount.
let's
for
see
heroic
then.
deeds, but Madam,
So we are borrowing the sword from Madame
what's he schemed up this time?
Who knows, Geralt? How do you get yourself involved with people that are hatching schemes like this? Wow. I always thought Dandelion was supposed to be pairing up with Ciri. Well, that's kind of how it was, you know, shown at the start when Ciri was like looking for dandelions for so long. But it seems to be getting pushed towards Priscilla and Dandelion. Which seems nice, actually, because Priscilla apparently likes Dandelion quite a lot. And they seem like a good match. So I need to go over here. Madame Marina. And other side.
nowadays,
Through here. Right. So it was in there. Okay. So where is Arena?
be gone with you.
Maybe it's upstairs. Oh, she's in the corner.
So good to see you.
Ciri was looking for Dandelion for help. Dandelion must be close to 40 now. Alright. He doesn't look like it, but Geralt, he's known Geralt for a really long time. How old's Priscilla then?
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge.
That's a nice sentiment.
Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
I feel like a Doppler being in an acting troupe would have been like a great idea, but I suppose people would get a bit suspicious about there always being a different face for the act. I need a prop.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voila.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Yeah, I was wondering whether a cabaret would be in direct competition to a mummers group. Because they're both sort of in the entertainment industry. I suppose they're different enough for it to not matter. It's like the difference between a brothel and a normal inn. You can still get drinks there, but whatever you do, there's going to be other things to do while sleeping. If Dandelion's near 40 now, then how does his voice change so much when it comes to the narration when you have the loading screen and so on? Because that must be like he's 80 plus, because it's like the How I Met Your Mother problem. Ted Mosby in the future is voiced by Bob Saget, but he shouldn't sound that much more different from what he does now as an adult. I need to change the time to dusk, don't I? Meditation. Go for 8. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do-do.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit.
So I'm gonna get stabbed.
I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Oh, Dandelion's 43 now. He looks good for 43, I must say. Okay, that's it? That's your plan?
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here.
It's not a
Andromask,
performance.
put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Alright, well, we'll see. Do you have to actually equip the mask, or is this just going to be a cutscene?
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Read from the card. Yeah, sure.
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
She's not going to take this seriously.
Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
You're not Crimson, though. Read from the card.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Wait, do I even have the blunt sword equipped?
You're better than I thought.
Also, why is this even a fight? Dandelion's supposed to beat me. There we go.
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
My hair! Are you well?
I liked how Dandelion was level
blow
1.
Struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
Yeah, level 1 Dandelion, eh? Well, that's the quest updated. Oh, the blunt swords for Dandelion, of course. That's why Geralt didn't need to attack back. Duh. Not to be rude, but she does look like the type of woman that would be fooled by that kind of performance from Dandelion. And I can also see why Dandelion stepped away, getting that bottle of wine. Anyway, so we're gonna skip back to... Where's the Rosemary inside? That's pretty far away. Glory Lane in Novigrad. Okay, so we will do some more meditation. Go for 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock. Sounds good to me. Leave Dandelion to his devices. Not sure what exactly he's spending the night doing, but we'll see. Oh, Zoltan. Oh, you're around. Haha, that's good. I need you later. Oh, Priscilla's not going to be happy.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
He jumped the gun a bit.
It's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Why are you asking me?
Why are you asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor, but that he'd let us know just as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust the vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion was like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
So, cabaret theatres of a kind, the decor should be theatrical. Boudoir style is a better fit for cabaret. Dandelion's doing this for you. You should decide, Priscilla. Yeah, you kind of should decide, Priscilla. But I do like the idea of Geralt picking up the choices for Dandelion. I do think boudoir is a better style fit for cabaret in particular, considering that this was a brothel. So let's go for boudoir.
Boudoir seems like a better fit for cabaret. Just don't go overboard on stuffed upholstery.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
I hope she's not going to say that you don't like your choice.
This cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Dandelion a rationalist? I don't think so. Well, he kind of is, because he's been in trouble with Caleb Menger and everything else, and he's managed to get himself out of it. So yeah, I think so too.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
Yeah, exactly.
Mock.
I wasn't mocking.
I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Find Dandelion. Okay. What on earth has he got himself into? He was supposed to manage to extract a loan from Sophronia, and has somehow managed to get himself tied up with a choreographer as well. Ooh, excuse me. Hopefully that wasn't too loud on the microphone. I did turn my head away. Shouldn't have picked it up too much, but I know I picked up a little bit. Right, so Dandelion. Why are you bashing the door down?
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me.
Why would he not do that?
Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
So what are you doing here?
But you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
I have no idea.
Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
Alright, how do you know about the spare key?
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
you'd visit her often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary in time. They worked on the dance numbers. I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception.
I think that's a lie.
Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
That was an outright lie. Alright, let's find the key.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Witcher senses.
Damn it. Now where would she lead?
Wow, that was easy. Literally the first place I looked. Holly, hello.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa.
It's not a brothel
slow
anymore.
Down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Shut off, or I'll split your skull.
Let Dandelion explain or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels.
It's not a brothel.
Both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Explain it's not a brothel. Let him finish.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
Ah, suddenly there's money involved now.
No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose, in that case...
He got the dollar signs in his eyes.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm glad we managed to sort that out without having to come to fisticuffs.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you.
They're both very purple, though.
Never expected that to go so well.
I mean, I could have just used Axie. I mean, you know. You handled it well, Dandelion. Yeah.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was bloody in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So how did you know that was his weak spot?
Time to head back.
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
So who's Rotlick?
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
Alright. Interesting. Just asking for a loan for the decoration, then you had to spend money on your friend, but alright. I'll get the placards, you head back to the Rosemary.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Oh, I like that. Portside. That's where he lives. Hey, level 20. Cool, cool, cool. I should have a look at what skills I've got available to level up at some point, shouldn't I? But in the meantime, let's go over to Portside. I don't suppose there's actually any numbers to designate where people live. It's just, yeah, it's next to the big ship. Yeah, there's lots of big ships. You know, the big one. Wow. Alright, so I actually want to go this way. Seems to be quicker. So, Rotlick, where are you, Rotlick? So, this house here? Hello! How do you do, my good sir? Oh. I see.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come.
You are a very old man. Can't let you steal from him. Just want some placards. No, I can't let you steal from him.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred!
Get him! Murder him! Punch his lights out. In the Middle Ages, everyone had the little GPS in the corner. Duh. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's have some... Oh, I can't have water in combat? Really? Ah. Oh. I don't like fighting in very small spaces here. It's not great. Try and do parries as much as I can, but... Ooh. No, stop it. Get out of the way. Ooh. Oh, you can't just... Oh, no, you can't go into inventory. I can't have my health regenerate. God damn. I don't suppose there's a way to actually increase how you can do damage in punches, right? Because I've been relying on short swords for most of the time. Parries, parries. There we go. Alright, that's one. Come on, dude. Fight you on the stairs? There we go. Just looking at the painting in all of its magnificence. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, no, no, no. Ooh, oh, it's close. Ooh, that was a close one. This is how it ends for Witcher Geralt in a fistfight with some posters. For some posters.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vegal Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
How'd you know he's here?
See,
There then.
Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
God. You went through all that just because I said he can't let you steal from him? Jeez. Well, I did manage to make it out there alive. God damn. Dudes with half the levels that I have ganging up on me do enough damage to almost take me out. Scary. Alright, so if we are going to the Vegelwood Estate, we will want to go fast travel. Because the Vegelwood Estate is fairly far away. The Vegelwood residence. Interestingly enough, I thought there was only... Oh.
Places within 0.8 miles. The first one is ESPA Limited at 14 Lawn Terrace, Sunderland. The second one is Thorncliffe House at 15 Thornhill Park, Sunderland. The third
Hey
one
Google! Stop!
Alright, cancelled.
Oh. Tell you what, having a home voice assistant can freak you out sometimes. especially when it's saying things that are near to your address. I hope that didn't get picked up from the microphone. I will have to check that later on. But yeah, whew. It's not even Alexa, it's Google, and it shouldn't be. Right. So, hello?
Greetings.
Greetings. Have you come to race, or are you merely a spectator?
Haven't decided yet.
Not decided yet.
Speak to the race master if you decide to compete. He's over there, on the platform.
To the race master.
You seem quite the rider, though not as good as Luke. A shame, really. I'd like to see someone knock that conceited brat down a peg.
Conceited brat say. Alright, looks like we have to actually go down. And... aha! Hello, Rotlick.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Yeah, I met some of them.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. Now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
That sounds like a terrible idea. But who's Count de Louverton?
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
So what is there to worry about?
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
I can pay your debt. I just want those placards.
Listen, all I really want are the placards. Tell me where you tucked them away and I'll be out of your hair.
Forgive me, I cannot. I hid them with family heirlooms that would work those barbarians lurking outside my home into a slavering froth.
Then go fetch them yourself. I'll wait here.
If I show my face there without coin, they'll beat me to a pulp. I must win back my debt somehow, else I'll never return home.
Okay, so the options are Dandelion doesn't have placards, you can win the race, or I can pay the debt. I don't actually want to try the race option because there is the possibility I could lose, because I'm not sure exactly how difficult the race would be. So I'm going to go and do the safe option here and just pay the debt off myself.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine.
Yeah, don't make me regret paying you 200 gold.
Oi!
Hoi? Hoi hoi? You got a quest for me? Quest? No? No quest? Seems like there's a quest above me. Ah. You're gonna be a racing quest, aren't you? Hello?
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coin for the rider's fee and a steed of your own, why not? Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
Tell me about the races.
These races. Tell me about them.
They're run as per Erasmus Vegelbud's dying wish. He came into his fortune by gambling and remained proud of the fact to the end.
Family doesn't mind having a racetrack right by their house?
But the house, his fortune, would not even be theirs had they not fulfilled Lord Erasmus's wish. He made it a condition.
Any special rules for the races?
They're as simple as Lord Erasmus was. 2 competitors, simultaneous start. First to complete a lap around the track wins.
So, same rules. Okay. I'll do horse racing off stream, I think. But at least I know there's racing to be done at the Vegelbud estate now. So, let's go get that marker here. And yeah, I don't mind paying off 200 gold for Rotlick because I clearly have the gold to spare. And I can always get more later on. But I can only ever do a race once. And if I lose, that's him bonded in for all eternity. So, alright, so over here. Back to the cabaret. Back to the cabaret. I hope Dandelion likes the style I picked out for him. He said he was torn between boudoir and theatre, so picking boudoir, well, you should be happy with I picked one of the choices and not like left it to Priscilla, because Priscilla could have gone completely in a different direction and that could have ruined the look. Oh. Busy, busy, busy.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all.
Oh, shut up.
More, you know, more theatrical.
You would have said the opposite thing if I picked theatre.
Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
The chameleon? It's not the Rosemary. Yeah, Rosemary and Thyme sounds a lot better.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Alright, well, it's your place. What about the choreography?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
On their feet and on their knees. That doesn't work, but okay. So when's the grand opening?
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Why have you got a falcon?
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate?
Yeah, it's just a falcon chilling in the background. I'm not playing Falcon Age here. Yeah, let's have a drink. Why not?
That's my boy.
We'll have a good old night on the town.
He saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
Well, sort of. She said you're fat and you smell. She praised your rationality.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Well.
Wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
I think you're Dandelion, a known philanderer. Although you did say you never mix business and pleasure. But Priscilla's the exception. So that was a lie what you said before.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. It takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Your vanity's even worse.
Mr. Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius
What?
Hospital.
They attacked her?
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
What's going on? What? This is an odd situation. I wasn't expecting her to get hurt at all.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone
She's not going to be able to act anymore.
A caustic fluid.
So this was a robbery. Who did this? He's not going to know. So it wasn't an ordinary attack.
This was no ordinary attack. No robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No?
Huh.
You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this.
Already on it.
And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look
who would want to
astonished,
do
gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
You're putting yourself in danger here, my friend.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a
He has
sword.
got some weird tattoos on the back of his
Look at
neck,
this
though.
Scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a
It's a
mark?
scar.
A flail. Morning Star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
So how do I get into the morgue then?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
So he's doing grave robbing.
Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Well, it's not really grave robbing. There's no graves. Yeah, let's go. Sort this out now.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Now, if it's Siggy Reuven, it's like, whoa. Couple of different threads going all over the place. Nah, I don't think it'd be Siggy Reuven. That would make the city feel too small. But I also don't have any ideas of who it would actually be.
You lead.
Well, you're the one that's been into the sewers, Doctor. Surely you should lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Droners! Excuse me, droners. I have a doctor with me. I need to make sure he survives. Yeah. Water hags. I guess water hags and drowners just never go away, yeah? They're always around. Herr Doctor. Oh, he's got a crossbow. Interesting. Alright. Just gonna pick up all that stuff from the water hag.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal. But it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you
Yeah.
understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
How can Dandelion fix her voice? That doesn't sound like something he would know about. If there's a magical recipe for it, then maybe, but Dandelion doesn't have magic.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Dwarven woodcarver. Okay, I mean... Where do they have these bodies?
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking. A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's more likely.
There's the one?
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent.
No, it's a she.
I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit.
I'm a witcher.
Start the autopsy.
Where?
What do you mean, where? Let's go for the genitals first, of course. No, let's go for the head.
Let's look
Just
at his
work
head.
our way down.
Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
They think Priscilla was a mage. Alright, eye sockets?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Okay. So, look at his mouth.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
And his larynx was cut.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
It was very noticeable in Priscilla, though.
Extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Alright, well, let's look somewhere else then. The torso!
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
So, let's see the chest wound then.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Alright, gonna get in there. No gloves, of course. Also, I find the symbol of the wings with this, like this winding serpent tail around the staff is like a universal doctor's symbol.
From an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Why would he be laying eggs inside people?
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
There's not, like, actual aliens bursting out of their chests, are there?
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
So they force acid down the throat. Okay. Alright, let's examine something else. This is a very interesting, like, thing to do as part of this quest, I must say. So what's the hands?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
I wouldn't mind hearing that. Oh, okay.
See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
So, how did Priscilla even survive this? If this is the level of detail the murderer is going to go to, binding them, blinding them, putting acid down their throats.
See anything interesting on his legs?
She shouldn't have survived this.
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Well, it's morbid humor.
We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Yeah, you're gonna have to when you deal with dead people all the time. Okay, let's look at the genitals. Why not?
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Ah, the killer tried to kill him because of syphilis. Okay. Alright, well, we know enough now. Exhausted all the options.
I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
So, it was a ritual murder. It was punishment. No motive. Murder is mad. So, pouring acid down the throat and gouging the eyes out does seem like it would be ritual murder, but if the syphilis thing is actually relevant, then that would be punishment. I think it's more likely to be ritual murder, because having formaldehyde in that strong of a quantity is something you would specifically need.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student.
None of your business.
Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Okay. Take it you two know each other?
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not
You look a lot older than he does. So, the woodcarver's body, where was it found?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these
Hello.
people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
That's a weird necklace you have.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
I'm a bit suspicious of that reverend now.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you. Very helpful.
Thank you.
Alright, so we have some leads. Eustace the Corpse Collector on the corner of Far Corners. So, who's Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
Yep.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
You could have told me you know the coroner. That would have been handy.
Told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Yeah, sneaking through the sewers was still a good idea. Alright, I'm not going to press you too much on that.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
I don't think you should be saying this right in front of the guard. Could have walked a little bit further away. Okay. Hubert Ike. Nathaniel Pistol. Ooh, excuse me. Cardinal Sins. Alright. Let's go to the woodcarver's place. Then we can have a look at the alleyway where Priscilla was. Then we can talk to Eustace. Because I think Eustace will give us more information than the other places will. I'm saying that as an assumption, but I don't know really. But we'll see. So we're gonna go around and then hook a right when we can. Through here. Okay, so the carver. The carver. Hang on, this is Jenny's house, right? Corinne Tilly? There is something to investigate though. Huh, weird. I am right in thinking that this is Corinne's house, yeah? Let's see. Yeah, there it is, Sarah. And there's Corinne. Hello. You've got nothing else for me anymore, don't you? I am still glad that my decision to not kick Sarah out of the house led to Corinne moving in, because that was quite nice. And it could have been totally the wrong thing to do. You know, Sarah could have been, like, murdered instantly. I guess I have to go out and around. Unless it's up the stairs? Nope, that's locked. Never mind. So, out we go. Onto the main street.
Got my eye on you.
Can I go through here? Ooh.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit you stupid much, lie down. Go on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Alright, why are you so suspicious? They're charming well, we haven't actually seen them, but charming creatures.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
Well, that's fair enough. So, who are you?
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Well, do you have any enemies? Anyone that would want to kill him? You know, anything about the murder itself?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
It's a hard life for dwarves and halflings. So, did you have any enemies, or did your brother have any enemies?
Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last.
Ah.
Good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her?
Yeah, I always say all those kinds of things to Pimmsy.
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Yeah, I can imagine that's probably a common thing for people who are working in that profession in this time. So, I think that's it.
We've talked enough.
True love indeed. True love indeed.
Just beware of the dogs.
Are your dogs really going to still attack me? Should just leave me alone.
Bloodstains. That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
So then, fire.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Alright, got some drag marks.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Now why would they do that? Can I go in?
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
I do want. It'll help me find out what happened to your brother. Assuming that whoever did it is not still in there. Oh, there's glowing stuff behind. What is this? Concerned Citizen's Sermon. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames, fire can prepare our nourishment, fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with the eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds. Concerned Citizen. I see. Alright, so we got bloodstains.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Doubt left a few stains behind.
Formaldehyde. Knocked over chair.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Alright. Ooh, something over there. I see you. There, come on. Let me examine. Let me examine it. I know it's there. There we go.
Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Ugh.
Nothing interesting here.
Just human eyes, nothing interesting. Alright, well, I'm just gonna loot a couple more things, and then I'll be on my way. Thank you for the help, Gus. I'm sorry about what happened to your brother.
Aye.
So, we looked at your sculptures.
Had a look at your sculptures.
Had? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Mayas sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
So, I think I know what happened.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I haven't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
Because religion is one hell of a drug.
You, the whole city.
But they did it in a very inconspicuous place, because
won't learn anything else here.
The workshop is not out in the open. So you would have had to have seen the fire and the smoke to know what was actually going on here. Because look, this is a courtyard. Nobody else is going to be coming in through here, unless you wanted to go to the workshop. All right. Well, now we'll go to the alleyway where we found Priscilla. Honestly, not that far away. So, stench.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Whistling Wendy. That's a interesting name.
A brazier. This time of year?
This time of year means nothing to me, because I have no idea whether this is summer or spring or winter or
Man's
what.
Footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's.
Sorry? Are you serious? Do you want me to murder you? Alright, murder it is. Yeah, well, bugger off. Yeah. Get lost. I would like to carry on investigating. There is something here, but you pricks are getting in the way. Wendy? Okay, I'm just gonna have to murder these poor townsmen. Oh, I need to beat them up. Weird that doing punches does more damage. Alright, well... beat him up for a bit. I still don't really understand if punching them till their health bar runs out means they're dead. Oh, I don't have the practice sword anymore.
Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring?
I see.
Return to the scene of their crime. Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
So, you and Priscilla were friends? Oh, so I do have a practice sword. But when you kill them, well, kill them with punches, they just get knocked down. Okay, that's good, that's good. So, you were friends?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire.
Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Yeah, it couldn't be much worse. Couldn't really be much worse. So, Priscilla wasn't the only person hurt by this, you know.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Alright. Farewell.
Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Detective Geralt is on the case.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Well, yeah, it should be. You're lucky I didn't stab you. Alright. So there was something here. What is it? Another sermon. So this is a slightly different one. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk. Not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's fine with their charms. Abandon, then, the treacherous and immoral magic arcane, cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you for all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Concerned citizen. And there is something else
Murderer
here.
fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
There is a door symbol behind the wall. So I'm wondering... No, okay. It was worth a shot. Well, we have a smell here. Can we follow the smell at all, or is that...
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Something... Hang on. Eustace is a corpse collector, right? He would have access to formaldehyde because he's the one picking up the corpses, and he'd probably be in charge of preserving them. So Eustace suddenly gets a bit more suspicious in my mind. Because Eustace is also going to be traveling around. So when it comes to the shady street corners, he would have no problem finding it.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
Is it Eustace?
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Ooh, nope. This is... Ooh. Eustace, hello.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian... Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Oh, he's a robber. So you've collected other bodies with those injuries?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Why was that a shame?
Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
I wonder if he's a necrophile.
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Oh, dear. Alright, Axie.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as
How are you
new.
gonna wipe
That's
off the
human
writing
skin.
on it?
Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Well. Ooh. Control your anger, Geralt. Control your anger.
My sight. Now.
That could have... I don't know if that makes a difference, but it could have done. So... I'm glad I didn't hit him. Alright, so, Monsieur Coroner. Harry says I always beat him up. Yeah, I thought that. But, nah. Nah. So I assume we're going to be able to examine the parchment with the coroner, I would imagine. Hello, Mr. Coroner.
That's right. I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with.
Yeah, that's fair
Our
enough.
Spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter. And I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Cool. Alright. So you and Joachim don't get along. Why?
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
So no grudges then. You do look a bit... Yeah, I was thinking that. You look a bit young to be Von Gratz's teacher.
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life.
Is that an actual thing? I'm not sure that's a proper thing. Alright, who's the victim?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, well, there's a clear motive.
Sin in Novigrad.
So you and the Reverend don't get along either?
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the
That could have paralyzed you.
Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would. If someone had done that, you'd probably think about moving somewhere else, doing something else. Alright, let's have a go at the autopsy, shall we?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Yeah, let's head off to the residence. Again, though, how did Priscilla survive this? There's just no way she should have done.
Till next time, Master.
I'm getting some race quests, but I don't know why. Oh, Priscilla survived because he was interrupted. The killer had to flee. Okay. That makes sense. So, if I carry on with this carnal sins quest, is that going to stop me from being able to do the horse racing stuff? Although, to be fair, there's not actually a, where are the horse racing quests? Gwent, collect them all, that's Gwent. It's not going to be a contract, it's not going to be a treasure hunt. Does it count as completed? Oh, there's going to be so many completed ones, I'm not going to be able to look through those. Try main quests? No, it's not there. Alright, well, I'll carry on with the carnal sins. Apparently, Suteron says that it won't stop me from being able to do the racing quests, supposedly. But I suppose I'll find out soon enough. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way, Suteron. How are you doing today? I need to head off to this. Yeah, let's head off to the Crossroads Marker. I must say, this is a very interesting quest line that I was not expecting to do today. I thought today was going to be just like, oh, we'll finish off some side quests and clean up some stuff there. Ooh, another sermon. Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped, that it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your consciences and live in accordance with the church's dictates, before the time for penance has passed. I like how it keeps being signed as concerned citizen rather than an actual name. Easy to hide behind for anonymity. Wow, okay. So, we are heading off to the Vegelbud estate. And we will have a chat with Patricia. I'm not too bothered about missing out on horse racing quests, but if it's going to be added to the failed quest category, I'm like, don't want to add more quests to that. But if the choice came to it, I'd rather do the Gwent stuff rather than the horse racing, because it's more interesting. So, I'll tell you what, while it's on my mind, my armor and weapons are a little bit low down. Why is that on that? That should not be on that. It's a bit weird. So, yeah. Oh, the blunt sword. Yeah. That's the practice sword. Well then. Well, I'm glad I didn't use that sword then. Everything else is fine. So, we shall use the... No, not the Master's one, the Journeyman. Journeyman for you. And then there should be... Is this a Journeyman? Yeah, Journeyman for the sword. That'll do. Just get the red icons out of the way. Okay. Can you let me in, please? No. Talk to the guards.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia.
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought
Good thing I'm not making it
to
up.
Protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
I've already been here, my friend. We did a Gwent tournament here. You know? I'm not expecting you to recognize me, but I've already been here.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger?
Oh, this isn't Patricia.
Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
A murderer has marked Patricia as his next victim.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our guards.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
Yeah, let's be on the safe side, shall we?
Hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
Now don't tell me she was trying to hire this person to get the inheritance of the estate. Also, what is going on here?
In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Sounds like she's having a crisis of faith. And that could potentially be...
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
Already dead.
Just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Ingrid. Yep, already dead.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Catch him! Chase the murderer!
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Oh, I can just see him on the edge. Are we really gonna have to go into the maze? Where is he? Where did he go? Oh shit. I've lost sight of him. Ah, where is he? Where did he go? Did he just run out the door? No, can't get through there. Another door here? Nope. Oh, fuck off. Jesus. I'm trying to help out. Right, where would he have gone? He wouldn't have gone back into the house, so he would have gone towards here, because this is where the maze is, right? Right, so if we go head down here... But why is there a white dot marker going that way? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to follow the white dots now. I will trust the minimap rather than my own sense of direction. Although, to be fair, it would have worked if it had not been for these guards getting in the bloody way. Alright, where is he? Where is he? Well, this is where the white dots end. He's not posing as one of the guards, is he? Let's see. Carry on this way for a bit. Is there a secret entrance down the side? No, it just seems to... White dots just seem to go back to where I was. Back to here. Well, I think I'm kind of stuck. I have to fight the guards. Okay, well, if I'm fighting the guards, I need Igni on to get rid of your bloody shield. There we go. Woo. Was he trying to blend in with one of the guards? Is that what's going on? Because I totally lost sight of him when the guards joined the situation.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid.
Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running.
Yeah,
killer
jump to
fleeing.
conclusions.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
She blasphemed the eternal fire, but she didn't? No. Blasphemed the eternal fire.
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that.
That's a fair point.
And let her be the last victim. Please.
That's what I'm trying. Also, what is the point of having guards if you're not going to have guards inside the house as well? Like, that just seems like a massive failing.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Thank you for that tip, by the way. This meftical. Yeah. Didn't seem like I needed to do anything else. I was trying my best. Remember, good people, that the fire devours everything in its path, sparing no one and stopping for nothing. The fire burns all sinners alike, be they paupers or princes, men or non-humans, weak or powerful. Whoever breaks its commandments, whoever does not heed the church's counsel, whoever worships false gods, the same shall be turned to ash in its flame. Live then in the truth of the eternal fire. Listen to its holy men, for they are your shepherd. Right. I wonder why she was bound.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
I don't know.
Another empty formaldehyde bottle.
Anything else? Anything else? No. Okay. Alright, well, let's go off to crippled Kate's. I'm sorry, Ingrid. Yeah, you should fire all of your guards, because they did not do a good job. I'll leave you to mourn in peace. I also don't know if that's going to have any consequences in the future for anything. Like, we already did the Gwent tournament in the party, which Triss was at. And there was obviously the racing quest that got updated, but Ingrid was the only one I could talk to. It wasn't Patricia, so... yeah. Not sure if there's going to be anything else there. No real consequences other than that? Okay, that's good. I mean, I like it having no consequences because it means I don't have to worry about it too much, but at the same time, having real consequences would have made it feel a lot more immersive. And it has happened. So, yeah, not gonna complain too much about that. Yeah, let's go for this one. We'll just follow the docks. That's fine, that's fine. Whew. Whew. I'll tell you what, I am actually really interested in this quest. How did Priscilla blaspheme against the eternal fire? I guess it's probably one of the songs she sung, right? Although I guess as part of a cabaret or, you know, songstress performance, she would have been part of that. The blaspheming stuff on a regular basis. You know, doing parodies, satire, comedies, tragedies, etc, etc. So, dum dum dum. Let's go and find Sweetness. So why are they doing it in this in order? Like, Patricia Vegelbud is, you know, high-ranking person of authority, so it doesn't really make sense that they'd go for Patricia Vegelbud and then go for, like, Sweet Nettie as a... well, I'm assuming she's a prostitute.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
The murderer! Go! Save them, Geralt! As soon as you can navigate the stairs. Where are the stairs? There they are. Nettie! Where are you, Nettie?
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me.
Hey, Reverend.
I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
We'll see about that. I've got to know why.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Yeah.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways. Many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
You never stop at that, though.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Are there 2 of them? 2 people?
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
So who left the letter on Patricia's body?
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
One man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with Sweet.
Oh no, you fucking won't.
After all, I paid in advance.
Not a chance. Leave her alone.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
I kind of wanted to murder him, but if he's not actually the killer, then that means something else up. Can we not let Nettie out? You haven't gone. Out of the way. Go, Nathaniel. Come on, let's bump you out. No, you're just gonna go back and just stare at her. Huh. Can we let her out? Is there not an option to untie? Oh, if I killed him, there's a cutscene where you free Nettie. Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose we didn't see it happen, but Nettie is free now. Although I don't know how exactly she's going to get out of the chair, considering she's bound. Can I talk to... what are you? No, not you, Strumpet. Madame? Yes? Everyone gets debated by the Axie option. Yeah, because you use it to...
Got anything to sell?
You have Axie as a tool to sort out conversations, so you naturally think of using it. But yeah, and you're not selling any Gwent cards that I want to pick up, so alright.
So long.
Oh well. So it's the coroner who's behind it. Again, makes sense. They would have the formaldehyde. And putting the location of the next victim means that he would be the only person who would know that. And he was trying to blame it on the Reverend. So us knowing that it wasn't the Reverend means that we can sort this out. First time I rushed too much to kill him, says Big Harry, and the quest ended there. To be honest, that was what I was concerned about. It was, if I just kill this dude, that'll be it. But what if it's not him? A case of mistaken identity. Yeah, if you killed him in the time choice, the quest ends thinking that the Reverend was the killer. So it's
Run out of
not.
formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see.
You're a Doppler.
Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire?
Whoa!
Of course.
You're a vampire?
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well.
Oh, the vampire's why he looks young.
Symbolism's rather obvious.
Yeah.
Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
So he's a weaker type of vampire, but he called himself a higher vampire, so that doesn't necessarily go. And we got Tarkus here, says, hashtag Team Triss. Well, unfortunately, Tarkus, I sent Triss away, and I did not make her stay. So there is no Triss for me. We're going with Yennefer. So, I concur with the in a matter they'd be certain to notice. Twisted logic. Yeah.
Tortured logic.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you perceived that, at least. Fight fire with fire.
Oh, you're gonna get Firestream up your arse in a minute, mate.
Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule.
And they all deserved to die for it, did they?
But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation.
Can't get a good look at your teeth yet.
I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
So he's not a higher vampire, you just said it wrong. Okay.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
Ooh. First vampire. Ooh. Invisible? Okay. Ooh. Looks fairly different to normal vampires. Also, there's not like a boss health bar. Ah, he's disappeared. Where are you going, my friend? Whoop. Burn you! I don't suppose there's a special weapon that is basically a wooden stake that you can use. Ooh. Alright, you go and do your illusion thing. Uh-huh. Come on. Ooh. Burn. Burn in the eternal fire. Couple more should do it. Couple more should do it. There we go. 500 experience points. Wow. Daergaith. Ooh. Well then. Hubert Reich. Character entry has been updated. And then we can talk to Dandelion. So, ooh, something over here as well. What's all this then? A concerned citizen's sermon. Yeah, so he was the one writing them. Well then. I'm glad we managed to get a satisfactory conclusion to that. I'm gonna have a look at that sword though. This one? It's not even as good as what I've already got on. Oh well. Okay, let us head out then. He can turn invisible, that's why the guards missed him. That doesn't explain how he got interrupted when he was doing Priscilla then, though. Because if he was invisible, she should just be gone. You'll see what a real vampire is in Toussaint, not before. True. I have seen the promo cover art for Blood and Wine, and I know that it's Geralt sitting on a throne with a vampire on the back of it. So yeah, I can imagine that that was not a proper vampire. Proper vampires can probably fly and whatnot. But being trapped in a small, secluded space made that fight a little bit more easy. So, where is Dandelion, actually? Da, da, da. Oh, he's across the other side of the city. Right. I guess we'll just run there. There's not another fast travel marker closer to her. And Tarkus says, this is about the point where I started focusing on the Witcher school gear. So I do already have the Griffin set, but I've been kind of ignoring all of the scavenger hunt stuff, so I don't have the cat school set. I'm pretty sure I've got some bear diagrams, but I'm not sure I've actually found any actual bear school gear. But yeah, at level 20, having upgraded Witcher armor does seem like a sensible idea to go for. I hope it looks cool. I mentioned it last time, but the Nilfgaardian armor set with black and orange looks very imposing. Looks awesome. Hello?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
You are joking, yes? As long as I get a receipt. I don't know what this actually means. Like, I'm not gonna surrender myself. Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you're due a beating. It will just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked.
Oh yeah, I remember that dude.
On his behalf. Your last rites.
So my last rites being you want me to die. Yeah, you're using your weapons, so thank you for wasting my time. Thank you. I'm glad we had that chat, gentlemen. I'll make sure to get 5 crowns for your maces. Also, priest, you were just there. Make sure you're aware that was a warning. Whoa, what was that? Weird. Anyway. Tarkus says, I like the cat school gear. It's lightweight and weapons bleed. Ooh. What's this?
I've had enough of
Okay. They're just going to be all around the place now, aren't they? So I know there's obviously differences between light armor, heavy armor. I've got enough inventory carry weight now. I've got 220 inventory carry weight, so I don't have to worry about heavy armor as much anymore. But still, I think I prefer the light armor stuff, just in case. Where do I need to go? I need to go up. So there should be stairs somewhere. Maybe it's up here. That's the same place. Well, we'll just go up anyway. So, patience there. We've got a door here. Priscilla! Turn the scaling on again. Yeah, I could do that.
Better, right?
Yes.
Well, she can speak.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
I did my part. Now you need to look after her. Yeah.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday.
That's a bit optimistic, but
for now we'll try performing
whatever.
as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Cool. Well, that was a very interesting quest. I'm glad we did it. So yeah, let's go to options. Is it gameplay? Let's see, where is it? Enemy upscaling. There we go. Cool. And while I'm there, I might as well save the game. So destination Skellige. Yeah. I know one of the save games is before the point of no return with Triss. So I'm keeping that there just in case, but that would be a lot of replaying to do that again. You can talk to the doctor. Okay, let's talk to the doctor. No talk to the doctor? There we go.
Yes, Geralt?
So, we found the murderer.
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
No, he wasn't.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
So the coroner told me about your past.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
So why is the university closed? Yeah, I wanted to get in there. Why can't I go in there?
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise
I see. So now I have to go and free them.
Various hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand, than I ever was behind a lectern.
And do you happen to know what happened to a woman named Shani?
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Oh, Shani was a remote romance option in The Witcher 1, along with Triss. Yeah, the red hair cropped short with freckles did sound very similar to Triss there. Cool.
Farewell.
Well, thanks for pointing that out, Suleron. That's cool. Okay. Let's have a look and see what other quests we've got. Yeah, that quest, for whatever reason, didn't seem to be there when I was looking for it, but never mind, eh? So, we can get the Gwent cards for Zoltan. This is exploring in Skellige, I think. Yeah, it's all got the Skellige sign, right? Yeah, I think so. We've got Witcher contracts. So we're still only at level 20, so I'll leave the Witcher contracts for a little bit. And yeah, we've got lots of treasure hunting to do. So I think what we'll do now is we will go for the Gwent cards for Zoltan. And we'll see where we go from there. See how long it takes. It might be that the next time you see me stream this game, all of the treasure hunt quests will have disappeared. But that'll probably be for the best, because then I can just show off all the different armor sets that I've got. But, you know, if it turns out that doing the level 16 to 25-ish treasure quests is actually interesting, then I'll save that. Shani is around. Is she now? Also, where am I going? So, aha. Okay. So I need to head towards the Gate of the Hierarch. So in fact, I actually want to go back to St. Gregory's Bridge, which is in the opposite direction. And yeah, we'll just fast travel over. Should be simpler, although this seems a bit like a dead end. Yep, that's a dead end. I really wish when you put down a custom marker, a custom waypoint or something, it would actually have it on the minimap as to the correct path to take for that as well. Because I've ended up in many situations where I've headed towards where the green marker is and it's just ended up in a wall. And I know it's like, well, just learn the actual game rather than looking at the minimap, but you know, they do it for the objective on the quest marker, so just do it for the custom marker. Even if it's only the one marker that you've got on, it should still work. But anyway. So, fast travel here. And we will head down. So, I guess Gate of the Hierarch's the closest. And then we'll see where Zoltan's hanging out. Hopefully I can just buy these Gwent cards, because if I have to play Gwent to win them, then I don't know how that's going to work. Trial and error, I guess, if I'm having to do Gwent battles. Okay, so forward and left. Dum 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 dum. Ba dum bum bum bum.
Eternal glow.
Right, so
Enough to feed the time.
knock knock knock.
Does he tend to lose them?
Locked. It looks like Zed's inside and in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
Another way in. Well, there's a ladder here. So why don't we have a look and see if we can get in through the roof? So this ladder's here as well. Okay, yep, gonna have to make a jump. Good, Geralt. Can I come in? Ah. Sneak down. Oh. Hello. Yes, you are in hot water, aren't you?
Must be Zed.
Huh. How did someone kill him so quickly? No, nothing here. Alright. Murderer's still downstairs?
Find it?
No.
Duke will be peeved we didn't get Zed to spill where he keeps the ledger.
I tried, didn't I?
Might have pressed him too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrim card.
Greetings.
I'll be taking that.
Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
Get him!
Not your lucky day.
Ah. I like how they were going to try and punch me to death. Yeah, that wasn't going to work, was it? So, empty bottle with a small blackjack, and you should have the card. Yeah.
Grim foil Tiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's worth.
Enough to kill for.
They were looking for something. Sniffing around for. They were looking for something.
So, ledger.
They were looking for something.
Ledger. Oh, the ledger will probably be upstairs, won't it? Yeah, it was in a very prominent position, so I'll be able to actually have a look at it now. Is that not it? Huh. Okay. Interesting. You can light the candle up there. The last wish. Oh, that's not a ledger. Hmm. It's not on his body, right?
Must be Zed.
Yeah. Yeah, Zed's... Whoa. Okay. I did not mean to jump up that far, but whatever. Right. No, nothing here. Right, okay. Let's go back downstairs and see if we can find that ledger. Where on earth could it possibly be? So that's the door open now. Is there another floor? Must be, right? Though, what's that in between? Aha!
Must be the
Income of outlays.
Sold cards too. Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
So, Fabian, Olivia, Duke, Ravik, Caesar, Bilzen, and Vixen. Okay, so Caesar Bilzen's the next person to go for.
Enough to feed the times.
Alright. Zoltan should be fairly close by, next to the Chameleon, as it's now called. I don't really like the Chameleon as a name. I much preferred Rosemary and Thyme, but hey ho, it's Dandelion's place, so can't complain too much. Hey Zoltan, here you go.
Zoltan.
Get out.
So, oh, why hasn't anyone taken Novigrad?
You've been in town a while. Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources, wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand the city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream.
Well, it's a port, that
The
makes
Big
sense.
Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flammable, and any assault on the city sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
So what do you know about the Big Four?
What
It's not even the Big Four anymore, is it?
Novigrad's underworld.
Got one concept for you. The Big Four. Siggy Reuven, the King of Beggars, Cleaver, and Whoreson Jr.
But Whoreson Jr.'s
What do you
dead.
call a triumvirate, but with 4 individuals?
No idea.
Well, there are 4, and they've carved the city into spheres of influence. Nothing happens without them knowing about it and approving it. Rumor is Whoreson recently quarreled with the others, but I know nothing more.
Yeah, we've already dealt with Whoreson. I don't know why Zoltan isn't aware of that. Oh. Oh, it's not known. I guess. If Whoreson's still being duplicated by the Doppler, then that might be why. Okay, about the cards.
About those cards.
You got them?
Got
We
the
got one.
Grim card.
Show it here. Ha! They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
No trouble at all.
I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the
Wow.
other cards?
Very flippant of you. This business is getting a bit dangerous.
Zoltan, sure this business isn't getting a little too dangerous? I mean, men are dying over these cards.
Just Zed. Believe you me, he wasn't an innocent bystander. Besides, I'm certain he snuffed his killers out on the spot, so why worry? Tell me about the other cards instead.
He's very perceptive, his old Zoltan, because he's completely right.
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck. Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me. Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson and Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
Who's Caesar?
Who's Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk. A decent fellow once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost never leaves his house.
At least we won't have to run around town looking for him.
Yeah, that's good. So who's Ravi?
Ravi? Who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Okay. Alright, well let's try and get you those cards.
Zoltan seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square. He had the facade painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right. See you later.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
Alright, good advice, good advice. So, let's go... Yeah, let's go for Ravi first. I'm sure we can meet up with Zoltan later on.
Decomposing flesh. Human flesh.
There's a very blood-red sky at the moment. The blood moon rises once again. I wonder if blood moons are even a thing in the Witcher universe. Like, you'd expect that to be like an omen of death amongst most of the populace. So, Ravi's in here. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Upstairs. Zip. Zip. Excuse me, do you know where Ravi is? No? Okay. Wait. We came here for a seeing, didn't we? So where's Ravi? I don't think I can go any higher. So he must be downstairs. The Golden Sturgeon is the happening place in Novigrad. I thought it was the Kingfisher, actually, but... I guess after the play that you do with Geralt... No, the play that Priscilla sings on. To Geralt, which is about Geralt and Yennefer. Then... After that, they do the organising of the mages leaving Novigrad, so this must be the new happening place.
It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Sure, he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi was just about to play for his life, and...
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
If you'd just given it up, instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already.
So what point are you trying to prove here?
That's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to play for you. Sound good?
Play Gwent for a man's life.
See? Ravi's on board. What do you say? We add some spice to the game. Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natalis card. Fancy that?
Again? Ravi's no use to me. Alright, yeah. If that's the choice, save Ravi or say he can die, then I'm gonna play Gwent for his life. Before I could have the option to pay the debt off, no matter what, but here it doesn't seem like it. Alright, so in terms of cards, I've got... Let's get rid of one of you and one of you. I think all my other cards are pretty decent so far. So let us start the game, shall we? I hope these guys are easy to beat, because this is going to be bad consequences if not. Alright, so yeah, we've got Vernon Rush, we've got Spies. Let's swap you out. And then... Well, I don't really need a weather card. Especially not for siege combat, because siege combat is quite strong on my side. So let's redraw you. Hey, that was good. Good redraw. Alrighty. Let's see how weak their cards are. 5 power. Okay, okay. So we'll go to 8. They've got a spy. And I can play my spy, and it would still be less than what I've got on the board now. So, 2 extra cards. So, another archer. I guess let's go for Gaunt's Rodin. So there's 19. Don't really know when the best place to stop is. But I've got, let's see, 3 6s, 3 5s, Vernon's a 10, and a morale booster. So let's play Zoltan, and then I might leave it at that. Force him to play another card. Yeah, I think that'll do for the time being. So let's pass. So they win the round. 2 power. Okay. Let's play my melee. Ah, sneaky. Well, alright. Let's play one of my spare catapults. Okay. Shall we go for the archer instead? Because I can't draw with the Nilfgaardian Empire thing on. Passed? Okay, good. So I will pass as well. Alright, even Stevens, I get another card to draw. That's not bad. Let's go with that to begin with. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's play the siege. Yep. Another archer. Play Vesemir. Clear weather. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to play the rest of these cards because I can. Ta-da. Ba-da, ba-da. Interesting that leader cards don't get affected by morale boosting, which I suppose is a nice trade-off for them not being affected by weather. Woo! Saved Ravi! The spoilers in the Gwent cards, don't look at them too closely. Okay, I haven't been doing that, but I'll keep that in mind, Tarkus, thank you.
But he won. So, now we'll play something else.
Really? And what would that be? Excuse me. I didn't mean to knock him over, but whatever. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah. Instant finishes. Always a good time.
Thanks. Don't know how I'll repay you.
Natalis card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other?
Are you serious?
Ray you might like.
Literally saved your life.
I'm in a hurry.
I've got a sword here.
The Natalis card, of course. Here.
I can use it whenever I want. Thank you. The fact that he's trying to negotiate that just screams he has a problem. Alright, and let's see if they had anything worth on it. Blue sword. Nah, pretty worthless. Alright, well, that's one more card down. Let's go and find Zoltan in front of Caesar's house. And let's see if we can solve a situation without violence. I suppose I should have expected it to, you know, not be so easily resolved by playing the Gwent game to save Ravi's life. But oh well. Didn't cost me anything. So Caesar's house is right next to the fast travel marker. That's cool. Zoltan! How's it going?
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Got the Natalis card.
Excellent. Now we've just Caesar bills into fleece, and we'll be home free. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Oh, just stealing. Okay. Wouldn't it be simpler to buy it from him?
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla. But don't you worry. He won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No. I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 maids of Vicovaro at the top of your lungs.
Alright. Well, what else is in the cabinet, though?
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it.
So we could just rob him blind.
To do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
I have a feeling there might be some Easter eggs hidden in the cabinet of curiosities from previous games, perhaps.
Shive.
Caesar Belzen. Remember our quarrel about who's king of the Pontar?
The Pike's king of the Pontar.
Well, see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Oh, him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Yeah, not suspicious at all.
Does Geralt fish?
Is it better to be upfront about this? No, I don't fish.
Not really. Mainly hunt.
Good, that. One lion angler at the table's enough. Come on in.
Cool. I'm glad he accepted that.
So what for Xanders or eager biters if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like thyme-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this thyme.
Geralt? Care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
I've never eaten it. I happen to like Xander.
Happen to like Xander.
'Cause you're a witcher. When you shoving them potions, shit's a delicacy to use.
A witcher? Never mentioned he was a witcher.
Did you hear Vibo Matilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Ponter Pike aren't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or
Sounds about right.
crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
Ugh.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what are you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Like, I like being able to answer these questions, but I need to actually go and get this cabinet of curiosities.
Excuse me for a minute.
Humans! Can they hold their Mahakaman spirit if their life depended on it? Go on! And if you need help holding your hair back, give us a holler!
Mm-hmm.
So, when are we gonna go noodling for catfish?
I'm done fishing with you.
So I don't know if I could actually have carried on that conversation and just left at a later point, but I didn't want to run the risk. So, Dwarven Spirit, of course, he's a dwarf. Gnomish Prankings, interesting. The Slaughter of Sintra. I've got lots of books that I need to read at some point.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop.
Ah. Ooh.
Drawer's open.
Hello. Triangular key. Interesting. So what does the triangular key open? Examine?
Hole in the wall. Interesting.
Ah. He didn't say anything about having a movable, like, bookcase. How did...
Fits perfectly. Secret door behind a bookcase. Classic.
But how does Zoltan know about that? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. So, what do we have here?
Dining set from which Emperor Mir ate during his coronation ceremony.
Uh-huh. Ooh, 2 ornate swords. Fringilla.
Fringilla.
Okay. I want to see what else is here.
Red skull. Pretty grim curiosity.
Hmm.
A Sera Varanahid's necklace. Wonder if it's the real thing.
Probably not. We'll take some more stuff since we're stealing Fringilla from him. We might as well make use of it.
Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged.
Who are these people? Again, probably Easter eggs from previous games, but I've never heard of them. And we'll just take... Ooh, there's another thing over here. What's over here? Jade figurine.
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, for magic stuff while in Novigrad, Triss isn't around.
Full armor of the 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition.
These are Easter eggs that are more like in the books rather than the games. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Any more curiosities? No. Okay. Ooh, no, something up there. What is this? Come on. Interact, please.
Portrait of Emperor Mir. Tempera on wood. Pretty flattering, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a good picture. Okay. No, I think that's it. Skellen is the one who gave Ciri the scar on her face. Oh. Well then. That's a not insignificant detail, I would say. I suppose I always assumed that the scars on their faces for Geralt and Ciri was from monster hunting. But I guess maybe not.
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's growing late.
Greetings, Belzen. With a message for you from the boss.
Message?
Really?
What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's very unhappy.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him. And you two, get lost.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher. Well, hop to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
Are you kidding me? Okay.
Damn it.
I don't know why this was happening now. I thought Cleaver was our... Well, not our friend, but our acquaintance, at least. That was helpful to us.
Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck then.
Oh.
Farewell.
He's going to pack everything away. He's going to notice that everything's gone. Whoops.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
I only punched him. I took a look at Caesar's collection.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Ved's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger, the rope they hanged Skellen with.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
No, I didn't take it.
If you say so.
Also found a figurine. Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
Triss is no longer around.
So yeah, the feeling I got from having that discussion about the Nilfgaardian stuff was like, look at all this Nazi memorabilia. And it's like, ooh. Yeah, maybe not. Hey, we got all the cards now.
So, got the full set of cards. What now?
Now we collect a shitload of coin for them. Let's go.
Woo! Let's go get paid. Let's go get paid. Let's get some money for our troubles. Let's go get paid. Do 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 do.
Exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the
Go to the meeting with Zoltan's
I've read
buyer.
our friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke's ilk, no doubt about that. You know me, Geralt. I'm not prejudiced against anyone, as long as they pay.
Uh-huh. Alright, well. Through we go. And we have the meeting. Let's hope this goes nice and smoothly, shall we?
Ah, at last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed. More or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it. Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it.
Yep.
With our coin. Chase the horse, son. I'll tend to the others.
Oh, chase him. Alright, well. Chase Duke. I cannot see a goddamn thing. Alright, ladders. Up we go. I do wonder if there is actually a way of, you know, missing out on something if you were too slow to chase after one.
What?
Whoa!
Can't understand a word.
I think Geralt just phased through a door there. He did it again.
Wait, Duke. Might as well stop.
So it's this way. Run, Geralt, run! How far do these go? Is it down now? Yeah, it's probably down now. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, Geralt. You don't need to worry about using ladders. How far's down? Down. Jump! Where is he? This way. Oh, we're actually... Wow, we're in the bits again? Huh. Goes really far down. Oh, are you serious? Get out of the way, drowners. Do I need hard for this? There we go. Through we go. How long have they been patching up these walls? Yeah, I'm trying to tackle the horseman, but it's not giving me an easy option to try and chase him. There we go.
Leave me, swiving drowners.
I'll be having that coin off you.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha, highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Do you want to be left alone? Yeah, you can go. I mean, you're not going to be causing trouble. You're going to die of your wounds. Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, You can go, if you're able.
Ha! What are my chances with these wounds?
Not high. So long.
Is that it? Did he give us the gold? I can't tell. Zoltan won't like you for that. Well.
You get him? You get the coin?
I got the coin.
Yes. And what about Duke? Finish him off?
Can I lie to him?
I let him
go.
Oh, I knew I should have gone with you. You know he has it in for me. He'll be doubly determined now.
Doubt it. Think he's likely to quit the business. If he gets out of there alive.
Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
I have a feeling that I need to take the cards in order to collect them all. So I'll be taking those cards, Zoltan.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent. I'll take the coin to the King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
So it is. So it is. Cool. Alright. Zoltan's updated. And the quest has been completed. Cool. Alright. Well, we've been going for about 3.5 hours now. And we've just finished off another quest. In terms of other quests we've got, it's all about going towards Skellige / looking for other places. So I'm just going to do a quick check. So this is looking for Hammond. Alright. But to do that, it's to go through a fast travel marker. If we go to the world map, yeah. So it's in Skellige, I think. Somewhere around here. So Skellige is the next main thing to do. So that's following the thread. How about Black Pearl? Is that also in Skellige? It should be, from what I can tell. So no. The north of Arnbjorn. Where's the north of Arnbjorn? Is there another Skellige one? Yeah, it's probably another Skellige one. Okay. So, yeah, seems like Skellige is the next big thing to do. In terms of doing horse races, I've been doing horse races off stream anyway. Witcher contracts, we've got a few we can go for next time, I think. Because it's all in the mid to low 20s now. And the treasure hunts. So, I think I will go through these treasure hunts off stream up to about the level, I don't know. Yeah, maybe up to the level 23 one. And just get all the stuff that I've been missing from time to time. So hopefully I should have good gear for the next stream. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. So thanks for watching the stream, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, you can follow us at twitch.tv/RiggyRob, clicking on the heart icon on the stream. You can also subscribe to us because we are Twitch affiliates. And if you subscribe to us, you get access to emotes such as this. And another one, the hype emote rather than the rage one. And also our cute little Coda cats. Kenai and Coda, Bengal cats. As you can see in the top right corner, there is a sub points goal for Facecam. So when we reach 50 sub points, that includes new subscribers and resubscribers, we'll be adding a Facecam to our streams. So yeah, help us get towards that goal. In fact, if we get 15 sub points in like a, I guess, simultaneous concurrent period, we actually unlock another emote slot, so that'd be nice. So yeah. The next stream we do will probably be Sekiro tomorrow at 9 PM or 8 PM UK time. I am debating whether I'm going to stream something else earlier in the day because it's Easter Monday and I've actually got the day off. So we'll see if I'm going to do something on that. But if you follow us on Discord and Twitter, you will get notified of when we go live. So I might tweet something out before I go live and say, hey, I'm going to play the epilogue of Wargroove, or I'm going to do Enter the Gungeon, Farewell to Arms, or something like that. I don't know yet. But also, if you've missed our previous Witcher streams, you can catch up on them on YouTube. They all go uploaded to RiggyRob and Pimmsy Play. And yeah, tune in next time. Thanks for watching the stream, guys, and I'll see you all next time.